Is this thing on? Hi everyone! Hi, welcome to PA Live. It is Monday morning. I need more coffee. Hi! Okay, let's say hi to everyone. I don't know if we're going to have some new people in here today, but we had a lot of people joining the group, so I had to do a blast just before coming on to say that, you know, we have these little catch-ups every Monday morning. And you could probably hear during the intro, because it was, you could hear the kids are home, Michael's home. It's crazy time here. It's school holidays. So yeah, let me say hi to everyone. Woo, there's a lot of chatting going on. Hi Yvonne, Vicky, Laura, Tammy, Darla, Candice, another Tammy, Caroline, Heather, Karen, Susan, Laura, Kathleen, I'm trying not to repeat, Brenda, Diane, Julie, Tab, Charmaine, Mudhut, have I said Susan, Dawn, Lisa, Nancy, Candice, is it Brooklyn? I ask that every week. You'd think I'd remember by now. Deanna, Pearl, hi Pearl, Nicole, oh, it just jumped on me. Trissa, Veronica, Holly, hi, Marianne, hi everyone, Melly, there's a few new names in there. Hi everyone. Okay, so just so you know, because we do have a few new names in there, there is like a 1 minute delay, so don't be surprised if it takes me a while to get around to you. What I usually do is I run through all the new release, run through how things are going here, and then at the end I do a Q&A. And at the first part of the Q&A, I'll go through all the questions that are in the comments that you're all sending through. And then and then that gives time for people to write new questions, and so that the delay can catch up and everything like that. So, hi Dara, who's a new subscriber. Welcome to the Monday morning. It's madness here today. I got my hair cut last week. Important things. I got my hair cut last week. I did some self-care last week. For those who were watching last week, I had a really bad toothache. So I had to go to the dentist an emergency trip to the dentist. So I ended up having a filling. Dentists give me anxiety. I have a really good dentist who has been, I spy a Melody cake. Oh, yes. I'm like, oh my gosh, did I show off a Melody? I'm not supposed to. Yes, my Melody. Yeah, so I had a trip to the dentist, which I have really bad anxiety, especially when it comes to the dentist. And so my whole body shakes when I'm in the chair. So yeah, it was an interesting week. So I got out, I got my hair done. I went to the dentist. We had this little thing happen last week where we launched this Melody. It was I think the night before it went live, I think I did like a 16 or 17 hour day, and I was smashed. That was like Monday. So I went on last Monday, I did this live, had really bad toothaches, I had migraines, but I'd promised a Tuesday launch, so I did a ridiculous amount of time, and then the launch went mostly smoothly. I'll talk about the launch in a few minutes when I get up to the section where we talk about note to self. So thank you all so much for that. Wow, there's a lot of people on today. Thank you for my hair comments. Okay, girls. Is it just me, or do you feel like a new person when you get your hair done? I feel so wonderful. I also burnt, like I have a big bobble on my finger because I burnt my finger while I was trying to flick it out at the bottom. I am not coordinated. Okay, this live will not be solely about my hair, but today it is sponsored by Okay, So I just feel really alive because, you know, I is it like I finally practice what I preach? I always say to, you know, do some self-care, and that's what literally Note to Self was all about. And so I actually finally did some self-care, and now I feel wonderful. I mean, there's still moments, right? Because it doesn't fix everything, but at least it gives me, like, it having my hair done makes me feel good. Does that mean that there's another melody that you're hiding, Sammy? I would never do that. Yeah, new person, new hair, new person. Ready to do so. I'm still learning the whole styling thing, but we're getting there. Okay, enough about my hair. Let's have a chat. So, weekly update for this week. Woo! So we had the launch, which, as I said, I'll get into in more detail soon. Michael has been... Oh, absolutely. Oh, I forgot to add another picture in. Okay, I'm just going to have to talk about it when I get to the notes section. Michael has been absolutely inundated with orders and customer service. So he has... I mean, we rarely get a proper weekend here. We generally don't get time off. And we work very sporadically. Anybody who's had a help desk case answered for Michael or myself will know, you know, that last night I was up until 2:00 working, sending off my suppliers emails with new designs and things like that. Michael sometimes is up at 5:00 answering customer service messages. So we sort of work around the clock in all sorts of different times. And that's one thing that we do, so that if during the middle of the day one of our kids need us, that we can do that. So we are a very small home business. It's I mean, in terms of core crew, so we do have a packing crew which helps us pack, but in terms of core crew, it's basically myself and Michael. So we handle and we also have an illustrator who's wonderful, and I love her very much. And I always get nervous about saying her name because I don't want everybody to bug her. And I know it's done with love. So Michael and I handle pretty much everything in the business. At the same time, we also have, and I'm running through this, I know a lot of the people who are in here all the time understand this, but it looks like we've got a fair few new people in here today. So I'm just going to run through a few of the basics. So, you know, it's hubby, it's myself. We have 2 small children, one with quite intense special needs. They're home from school this week and next week. So, and we basically, our lives run around A, the business, and B, well, actually I should say A, the kids, and B, our business. So if things do take a little bit longer, if it takes us a little bit longer to get back to you, please be patient. We understand that we're asking a lot in sometimes for you to be patient for, an extra few days. But that's because Michael is literally packing the orders and then doing the customer service, as well as making sure I eat, because if he doesn't feed me, I don't eat. I am not that much of a grown up. Yesterday I pretty much would have sat through the whole day and just designed, because there's so much coming up, so much good coming up. Oh my goodness, it fills my cup. So there is a lot. You can hear him. Can you hear the tape dispenser is packing orders. So yeah, a little bit of extra grace at the moment because we are absolutely swamped. There is so many customer service messages. And come here. She wants to say hi to you all. She's still in her gym jams. Hi, this is my little girl, Indy. Hey, how you doing? Good. Oh, give your lips. Lips. And Indy is guest starring in a video for today, aren't you? Yeah. Okay, off you go. Love you.
Wait, what do you mean by guest starring?
You helped me film the video this morning.
Mama, can I help again?
Later. You can help next week.
Where?
They're all saying hi, Ninny.
Yay.
So yeah, this, I mean, we're very much, it's us, we're doing our best. Sometimes, and we're very much not, perfect people, but we do try our best. Hi, I'll pass on all your highs, thank you, she'll love that. Oh, Ashley, you're here, hi Ashley. Yeah, so Erin McDonald, yeah, I don't eat unless my husband feeds me. I have been, okay, I can design. I cannot cook. I have been known to give myself food poisoning when I cook. So it's in everybody's best interests that Michael cooks me food. And he's a really good cook. Oh, do I have this loud enough? I think I forgot to change. I normally boost the microphone. If it's not loud enough, please let me know and I'll boost it, and I'll let you know just before I boost it. Please let me know if this recording is loud enough. Okay, so yeah, so customer service is a bit delayed, but he's working on getting the Note to Self Melody release orders out now. We've also had a, I mean, it's like the 20 something, it's oh no, it says it on my screen. It's 21st of September. We've had in the last week, we've also had the subscription box go out as well. So there is, I think we did our timing wrong. I don't think we should have done a release on the same week as a launch. A launch. Just a little louder. The recording is loud enough. Okay. I mean, I feel like we shouldn't have had a launch at the same week as a shipping week for our sub box. But you know what? Lessons learned. We probably won't do it at the same time again unless we have something that needs to drop straight away. The sound is perfect. Awesome. Okay. Diane, I think you need to, I can't turn it up just a little bit louder. It's either on or a big boost. So just with the software that I use. So for those who don't know, when I'm looking down here, this is what runs my lives. So, and you'll see why. Okay. So I'm going to talk about Note to Self a little bit later, but first off, I just touched on this, but let's talk about Sunday Roast. So Sunday Roast was our kit that we, we don't say it's a September kit, October kit, because nothing in the kit says September or October. But I know a lot of people reference it that way. That's why we stopped calling it our September kit or our October kit, and we started saying, it ships in this certain day. Anyway, they're all out the door. They're gone. They're dusted. They're on their way. If you haven't received a shipping notice, now let's see if I can get this right. Michael should come in here and talk about this because he does this way better than I do. Pardon me. If you haven't received a shipping notice from us or a fulfillment notice from us, it's because, oh my goodness, pardon me, 2 seconds. It's because of the way we have to fulfill in bulk, and we don't get the hold on, Michael explained this to me. We don't get the tracking details from DHL for international, mainly USA orders, because of all the USPS has changed at the moment. And this is why I don't do customer service, people, because I am hopeless at this. So usually he waits to fulfill it until he's got all that, but he has been looking. If I've just noticed a few people have received notices, so maybe he's made that change. He was looking at and talking to DHL about the best way to do that. Maybe I'll try and catch it. If you see me waving my arms, it means that he's walked past the hallway because he's got his headphones in so that he can focus on packing your orders. So anyway, that's on the way. In terms of digitals, I'm working on those this week. I wanted to get to them last week, but I had to urgently send through some stuff to some suppliers for something that's coming up that I can't talk about yet. That's really cool that everyone's been asking about, and that's all I am going to say on that matter. I'm not saying a word. There goes those eyebrows again. Okay. Next up, let's talk about something I can talk about, which is our next kit. So crafty. I'm in a really good mood today, people. You know why? I've been looking at this kit and at the next kit for the past couple of weeks, and I feel like it's coming in. It's making me feel really happy. This kit, is, okay, it's about all crafts, but it does swing to the sewing side a little bit stronger than the rest and the knitting side. But I'm hoping you love it. I'm not a huge sewer. And, hey, Ninny, off you go. school holidays, man. So crafty. I am so excited for this kit. Woo! It's so pretty. I've wanted to do something like this before. And hubby said to me, oh, well, what if people aren't too much into sewing? Can you combine it with something that people really love or that you really love? You know, what? Simone, so excited. Love it. I love that. I'm so excited. I need to calm down. I'm feeling good today. Yeah, so this kit, look, let me show you. It's a little preview that Indy and I filmed. I'm going to show you that. It's not too much of the products, it's just a few, but I hope you really enjoy it. And then I'll come back and talk to you a little bit more. Okay, go. So we're going to show the
stickers first, and then we're going to do the little things up there.
The quote cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so these are, so you got to show them up here. Yeah.
So these are the stickers.
What's your favourite on there?
My favourite is probably going to be the flowers or that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh? Okay, next page. Yep. Oh, lots of bright colours, huh? Move your thumb.
Uh-huh.
And we've got a whole bunch more stickers.
Uh-huh.
So this is a standard sticker set.
And the best thing about it is once you're done the whole stickers, before you throw it out, you can get this and you can cut it out with none of the writing and you can use it for a little background.
Well, that's one of our washies. Do you know that? Mm-hmm. We do that so people don't have to cut it out.
Oh,
And then we have...
little boxes and envelopes and notebooks.
That's for Happy Mail, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. And little Post-it notes and for lives.
And it should say on there, Happy Knots.
Happy what?
Happy Knots.
Oh, right. And then we have our date covers and our folding sticker and, what's that one?
So crafty.
Yeah, and a new little yay stickers
Yay,
to celebrate, for celebrations. So that's the standard stickers.
And back to the start.
Back to the start. Let's look at, no, this one next.
Oh.
This one is the additional sticker kit. Let's run through this. Okay. So we've got our main girl on the front.
We got, it looks like this person really likes to sew.
She does, huh?
Looks like
she's
she
pretty
wants-
cool looking, huh?
Looks like she wants to sew the flowers.
No, she's pretty cool, huh? Okay, what's next? And then our next character in the kit is a guy. He's a tailor.
Taylor is a person who makes outfits.
That's right. Very good, Ninny.
I knew that from the game I played.
All right. And then we've got a whole bunch of sewing-based bits and pieces. Flip it over. And then we've got this gorgeous girl who... Don't you love her hair? Isn't her hair gorgeous?
Yeah,
Show
it looks
them.
so pretty. Pretty.
Not too close. And she's trying on one of the skirts that are being made. And they've got a whole bunch of pattern pieces and some ribbons.
And then maybe you can design them.
Yeah, maybe.
Because if you look closely, this is actually half of a shirt.
Oh, Grandma's going to teach you how to sew, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the next girl we have is, she's doing what?
Sewing.
She's knitting.
Oh, knitting.
Knitting,
Wait,
yeah.
how is sewing and knitting different?
I'll show you later. So one is done. So sewing can be done with a sewing machine or not, but it's like when you're putting two pieces together, whereas knitting is you're actually knitting the fabric.
Like that.
Yeah. So and then we've got a whole bunch like some floss and some
And we have
knitting
a big
rolls.
mirror.
No, this is a hoop, and what they can do is they can do like cross stitch or any other sort of bits and pieces in there. Some people put their pins in there.
Or like or like a tennis net.
Oh no, not a tennis net. Then we have a whole bunch of gorgeous flowers, and because we thought that these would make great decorating, we added two
More
pages,
stickers.
two of the same pages. And then we have our quotes, and we'll go through those in the quote cards in a minute.
Because those in there probably.
That's right. And we have our flat lays. A whole bunch of crafting flat lays, and there's paper crafting and
Knitting.
knitting and sewing and
Hooping.
like cross sticks. Hooping. Hooping. We've got our boxes with some stitches. And this is a double, but it's, for those who don't know, it's cut as two singles and an extra side strip.
So you can use it
Why
however you
is
like.
there an extra side strip?
Well, because, so these are to fit boxes that are 1.5 wide, and sometimes they put 2 wide, but there's a space in between. So this little bit here is for the space, to cover up the space. And then we've got the same with this one. So we've got our paper crafting, so our planning,
Sewing.
our craft room, and then some knitting.
That is not what our craft room looks like.
No, it's not, is it?
It has way too many desks in it, and it does.
That's because it's our office.
Uh-huh.
And then we've got ones that are sized so that you can write in them.
I need help.
Oh, sorry. Okay, flip it over. And then we have our post-it notes and our
Calendar.
calendar. That's right. We've got 2 different versions.
And then you can pretend it's the last day.
The last day. Flip it over.
And another calendar.
Yep, 2 of them. And then we have our plain colours. So just flip through these ones so they can see the colours. So we've got yellow, orange, and it's like a deeper orange, isn't it? A sort of a peachy orange, and then a pink. And then what's next? What's the next one? This is one of Indy's favourites. Yeah, we got the minis. Well, it's not just girls. There's a boy in there too. See? The tailor's a boy. Yeah. Let's have a look at the second page. So show it up here.
And it has all the girls that we just went through.
Yeah. And what about on the next page? The next page is the functional minis.
What is it? Why are they called functional?
Because they're doing things. Like she's doing the laundry. And he's crafting. And he's sitting on a planner. And she's eating birthday cake. And she's doing exercise. So they're all functional ones. And we got our peeps. So they peep around the box. And that's it. Okay, let's do our next one. Let's do the next one. Let's get the quote cards. So that one's done. I'll take that.
Is this a quote card?
Yep, that's the one. So we've got planner's going to plan. Next one. I would rather be crafting.
Crafting makes everything better.
Good job. Yep. Rise and bloom. Oop.
Create your own sunshine.
Uh-huh.
Crafting.
Oh, I grabbed 2 of the same card.
Better.
Whoops. Mummy grabbed 2 of the same card. I'll have to show the other one later. And then there's the backing card, which is a bit of a preview to one of the papers. And then we have our welcome card with our main girl, who's called Dahlia. And can you read that for me, honey?
Sometimes you've got to make time to create your own sunshine.
And what does that mean? You've got to make time to do things which make you happy. Oh, yeah.
And then nobody holds the camera anymore.
Hey, so look at this one. I called Indy in because thank you so much for all your lovely comments. It was nice, wasn't it?
Thank you.
Thank you. It was fun, wasn't it? Hey? Do you want to... Should we get Indy to help out next week? She loved helping and it was so much fun, wasn't it? Hey, we're doing it together. So I think we're going to have to do it together again next week. What do you think? Will you help Mummy?
Until I learn to read and writing.
That's okay. We're learning. You did a pretty good job though.
Yeah.
You understood a few of them and I didn't expect that you would. Great job, look. Okay, off you go. I think they want to see you. More Indy. They're asking for more Indy. Yay! What am I going to do when you have to go back to school? What am I going to do?
You need to make them in the afternoon.
No, but a lot of people are asleep then because a lot of people watch from all over the world. Okay, off you go.
Wait.
Oh.
Then can I record it early?
Well, you could, but you can. We could record it on the weekends. Okay?
Okay.
After dance.
Oh.
Off you go. Okay, I've got to run through some stuff. Off you go. Okay, so that is... Oops, hold on. That is So Crafty. Look, I made... Is it this side? I made a little thing. Thank you so much for your comments to Indy. She was super, super excited and just wanted to help out. So, and I'm loving, I couldn't believe that she was able to read some of those cards. So, because they haven't learnt sort of like more creative writing yet in school. That's my job. I'm so glad to hear that you're all really excited for this kit. As you know, the stickers and the additional sticker kit shows off a lot of the art that's in the kit. So I always try and show that off as soon as possible. Next week I am going to show off the papers. Indy, what's up? No, come on. I need to get through some stuff. Come on, honey. Otherwise I'm going to be on all day.
Okay.
So that's the latest update for So Crafty. Trying to think. Oh, and that is expected to ship between the 15th and the 18th of October. So it will leave us between those dates. While I was on the video, I did ask Michael about the Sunday roast and if it's all shipped. So there is a few that are still in our hallway. The reason why that's still here is because when they picked up all the shipment, when they picked up all the boxes, they didn't send a big enough truck. So we've had to stagger it over a few days. And because today's Monday and we had the weekend in between, it's just had to be staggered. We're also doing our part here by making sure that we're COVID safe. So a lot of our team are packing at home and then bringing in stock. So it does take a little bit longer, but we've had most of the stock here all the while. We're just waiting for that truck. But it is due, I think, in probably about an hour's time. So Michael's frantically trying to pack a whole bunch of extra orders to go out with the last of the subscription boxes. He did also say that you would have received a notification from DHL, but not from us. So, and the reason why is what I was trying to say earlier, but not doing a very good job of saying, was that it's... Oh my goodness, I forgot. This is why Michael should have a segment. But he said, I can't talk, I'm busy packing. That if he fulfills it now, it won't have tracking for any internationals, whereas if he and he can't re-fulfill them with the tracking details automatically. We'd have to go in one by one, which that time is better spent on customer service and packing orders to make sure that you get them sooner rather than later. Now I did have a question come through while the video was playing for So Crafty. It was, are the colours similar or the same as the Go Wild kit? No. This sort of swings more towards the yellow and the orange and the pink side, whereas the Go Wild kit swings more towards the purple. I mean, it does have some similar colours. It does share a few colours, but the Go Wild kit swings way more towards the purple end of the spectrum instead of up towards the sort of yellow end that you get a lot stronger with the sunflowers, and the peachy, it's more of a peachy tone colour. So that does share a few colours, but it's definitely in the way that they've swung sort of a little bit out differently. Also, this kit has some greens in it as well, because flowers, leaves, all that sort of thing. So that colour, I'm going to say, definitely wasn't in the Go Wild kit. Also, this kit is bold, it is beautiful, it is fun, it is light, it is happy. Not saying that the Wild kit wasn't all that, but the colours are gorgeous in this. They're very vibrant. And not in a, like, okay, yellow and orange are one of those colours that can get awkward. Well, I feel anyway. They can swing towards the green range in the undertones. And I like to go towards the warmer range. So it's more of like it gives me a little bit more of a happy feeling when I use those. So that's so that's the update on So Crafty. Beautiful colours on your kit. I don't do any crafts except paper crafts. Tammy, that's fine too. I have been known to do some stitching on my paper crafts. So cards, like giving them a nice stitched border. Even if I have to pretend that it's done with a sewing machine, I sit there and I poke my little holes all the way through and then I run the stitch through. And I mean, there is planning in there. There are planning references in there. So it's not just for people who sew, like all of our kits. There's, I think somebody who I've included in my PA show and tell a little bit later on mentioned that they didn't really think, they weren't too excited about Celebrate, but once they received it, they're like, wow, this I can make a whole bunch of cards with. I can make all the, you know, so much stuff with that I never expected. And I think I'm going to have to do a video on how to get the most from your kit if it's a theme that you're not really interested in. So I have been doing a lot of learning about video over the last few weeks, because I'm trying to up my game a little bit, so that I can do some more just general videos on my channel. Just thinking the Go Wild melody would match So Crafty. I think you could use it in that. I don't have it. It's behind my light. If I go for my melody, I'm gonna literally knock my camera over. I haven't used a sewing machine or knitting since high school. Well, okay, so funny story. We had to do a sewing machine license in high school. I failed was it 17 times? Nobody had failed more than me. And my teacher begged me not to get my driver's license. I can drive very well, thank you very much. I am fantastic. Okay, well, I'm pretty good. But, and I know a lot. So one of the reasons why I sort of swung towards with knitting and crochet and sewing is I know a lot of people picked that up for the first time during, lockdown. So I was like, you know what? Now's a better time than ever to let me put that down, to experiment with this, chuck this in a kit. And as I said, it's still got those references in there to planning. And you know what? I truly believe that there is so much overlap in crafts. It's more, you know, I've never been to Paris, but I still love using kits about Paris in my planner. You know, it's just because you're not using, like, that's, I don't know, I like to get a little bit creative with my planning. And I invite you all to do that with me. I think there is a crochet hook in there, I believe there's a crochet hook in there. I can't quite remember all the stickers. They're here somewhere. I put them down just before the live, and now I can't remember where I put them. But I'm sure that there is a crochet hook in there somewhere. Okay. Next up, next up we have, what's up next? Oh, okay. So let me talk about the note to self-release. So, oh my goodness. Okay. First off, thank you. Thank you all so much for making this release so I'm looking at my planner. Hold on. Let me get mine because I have it on a book stand. Thank you all so much for making this release so special for us. I knew the second that I got this planner, that it arrived, that my sample arrived, I was like, I mean, look, I matched my planner, right? I knew that it was going to be perfect. I knew that there was going to be so much excitement, and I thought, oh my gosh, have I gone too pink? Because that's a real worry for me. I love pink, and I can very easily hang too far on the pink side of things. So I try and shake it up with like yellows and blues and greens and things like that in my kits, because I could seriously do a pink kit every month, which I'm not going to do because I know a lot of people out there don't enjoy pink. But this release went amazingly for us, and it has, you know, it's helped. So by people staying subscribed, by people purchasing the items in the release, it means that we can do more releases of more products, and, you know, get really excited about bringing you even more designs, so and really cool new things. This week I did a live on Instagram. I haven't done one in a long time, and I jumped on because I had pulled this apart to take all the photos for the launch, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to I'm gonna, like, I wanted to put my planner back together, so, and I thought, you know what, why don't I just do this on a YouTube live, an Instagram live really quickly, and that way, you know, if anybody's interested, they can have a look, and I might show somebody, you know, somebody might find us for the first time, because the way Instagram, you know, pops up when you're doing a live. I really love that, and I really miss having that now that we've jumped across to YouTube. But with YouTube, I mean, we have products which are, you know, horizontal and it's really hard to film for both. So the fact that we can show off our products better here, and that we can't also do the cut screens in, so where we show the videos on a YouTube, on an Instagram. So that's one of the other reasons why we jumped over. I also showed off some of the new products because they weren't here for last week's release. So we've got our sloth charm, which says did the thing. We've got, and I've got it on here. Is that showing? We've got this pin. It's a magnetic pin. I love it. I wanted to get more. I got kicked out of the stock room again. Real feels, people. And the other thing that arrived was our brand new, it's a drilled notepad. And I was really excited about this. So Michael said to me, do you really have time to be designing another notepad? And I said, no, but I'm going to design it for me and I'm going to print it out here. So at least this way, I'm not sitting here making notepads for myself. We can get them made, and then if anybody else likes them, they can purchase them too. Because really, you're all just along for, you know, I like to make stuff, I like to use stuff, so if I like to use it, somebody else must like it too. So the thing I loved about this notepad is that it's already pre-drilled. I don't keep mine as standard in my planner, but I can, like, it is made to fit that you can already have it in your Melody, and then you can tear off the page and chuck it in straight in. So it's got a little highlight splash at the top here, and I put, like, for example, I was on a phone call the other day to the NDIS, so I wrote all my notes down here, and I wrote NDIS notes and then the date at the bottom. And then I'm going to put that into my NDIS. Oh, sorry, for those who don't know, NDIS is the disability scheme here. So it's what we use to access help and funding for Lachlan, which involves a lot of notes. So so what I do is I tear that out, chuck it into my planner, and then on the back page, behind the page, it's got a grid. So what I can do is I can then get decorative on the back side. And the other thing I use this for is like just to-do lists and things like that too. So I find this super versatile and can't wait to start sending these out. Okay. What's next? So note to self melodies. Michael, once again, thank you so much for supporting that. Michael is packing these right now. He's frantically packing because, as I mentioned, DHL are on their way out here, so he's trying to get them all done to get as many as possible onto the truck today so it can leave. And I think he said he's going to have the majority of them packed. There are a lot, so unless he hasn't slept in the last 24 hours, it might be till Tuesday or Wednesday. I think he said maybe Tuesday or Wednesday to have the most of them packed. The reason why I didn't mention these, like, I did put it in the video as a sneak, but I didn't actually have them physically to show. And I talked roughly about them, but if I don't have a product, I don't hype it up, because if it arrives and it's wrong, I'll pull it from the release. Because I want it to be as perfect as possible for the release. So if I'm not talking about something, generally there's a reason. I know that sucks though. I want to know all the things. I'm so glad I bought the pin. I love my PA pins. And I do too. I really like the magnetic pins. I did mention I am going to go to Spotlight, which is our local craft shop here, and I'm going to go and they have really, really, really strong long magnets, so I'm going to get one of those so I can put it in the pocket behind here, it's got 2 magnets on this pin because it is a bigger pin, but I really just want a stronger magnet behind it. I need a dedicated PA credit card. That would be cool. Will your Christmas melody, I didn't say there would be a Christmas melody. Me in trouble. Have the extender ring capability. What do you mean by extender ring? Do you mean the extended disc? So it's big enough to pick the extended discs on them. Finally, someone who makes a rings notepad. Thank you. Yes. I'm glad you were on YouTube. Instagram is hard for me to use. I still don't know how to hashtag and to tag people. It's on my list when I retire. Maybe I'll figure things out. Wigglebutt. It's, and even for me, like when I, because like I want to save it to my stories. How do I save my video there? Like before it just happened automatically, and now it did, but it's like, do you want to save it to Insta TV? I'm like, I've never used Insta TV before. How does this work? So that for me, it's changed since I used it last. So I apologize if it's really hard. I think you just need to go to our profile and swipe across, and it takes you to our TV stories, and it's in there. I believe. So yeah, thank you so much for making this release amazing. We really appreciate it. And if it's, keep an eye out for a DHL notice or an AusPost notice in your mailbox from, I think he ran it on like Friday or Saturday, and there might be more today, I'm not sure, but over the past 3 or 4 days and this week as well. Because yeah, that will be coming out, and then once they're fulfilled and we start getting the tracking numbers back, Michael will add the tracking numbers in and fulfill them in our system. It's a real pain in the backside, and a lot of the, like, I mean, the reason why we have so many extra customer service notices lately at the moment is too because the orders don't look fulfilled, but if we fulfill them and they don't have the tracking details, then it's even, people get frustrated with that too. So we're unfortunately in a lose-lose situation at the moment, but we are trying our best. So that is that. I need to put it down, but I don't want to. Does anybody else hug it? I hug my melody. I think it's pretty. I like it. I love my melody. So we still do have, I believe, all the things still available on our website. I don't think we've sold out of anything from this release, although I think this is getting close to selling out. We may not be getting any more anytime very soon, but maybe in the not too distant future. I don't know. Yeah, so it didn't give the discount on the final charge. I am so sick of this discounting software. I contacted my developer last week, who's been exceptionally busy. We're gonna pull that out and try and get another discounting software in, because we're really frustrated, because it's the way Shopify works is if with the discounting software, if we do a partial refund, we can't finalize the order. It's really frustrating. I mean, we of course are going to refund the difference. We stand by that. We will. And also he's spending his time packing the orders to get them out first, and then the discounts will come through. The refunds will come through. So he has said that I had a look at it this morning. He's got over 100 messages that he needs to get back to. He was answering them for hours yesterday as well. So he is getting back to people. It's just, your patience is really appreciated right now. Okay, next up, let me see, hold on. Next up we have show and tell. Okay, so this time is, I love doing show and tell. The reasons why I love doing show and tell is because I get to showcase you. I get to show everybody how amazing you all are, how you have used our products, and how inspired I feel from our products. So I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. I can see more people asking questions about the discounts and things like that. Please keep leaving comments, because I will come back to that when I do my Q&A. So let's run through our show and tell for this week. I've got a big one because I didn't have as many last week because I was in a bit of a rush. So here we go. The first one is Woodland Wonders. It's a weekly layout from Kelly. Kelly, this is gorgeous. I feel like you're a regular here now on our Monday shout outs. I love it. I also love the note, the nature trail note. I just love how this feels. It's just beautiful. And I love how you've used, I mean, at the moment, a lot of people are in lockdown and not having as much to do. So I love that, you know, you've used the kit to sort of balance out that what would be empty space. This one's from Judy, and Judy has used these sticky notes that we had for Woodland Wonders, and a whole bunch of the Woodland Wonders stuff as well. So we've got the washi, we've got the stickers. I really love this layout. I love the way that the sticky notes were used. Really pretty. Pardon me. Next one is from Wannabe Planner on Instagram, and they've done a weekly Woodland Wonders layout too. This one, I really like this one too. So we've got the washi there. We've got the full-size stickers, and a whole bunch. So we've got lots of washi in there, and a whole bunch of trackers, and our main girl there as well. This one looked amazing. So this was from Jennifer, and can I just say how beautifully fall your back, I'm guessing it's a backyard, or maybe out, that you went for a walk. It looks amazing and really shows off like our papers as well. So thank you. Next up is from Judy again, and one of the reasons I wanted to include this too. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop back in, because I wanted to talk about the Happy Planner Classic. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so 9 rings is a classic. Now, Judy has done an amazing job here by using the plain black cardstock behind, and then used our papers as a feature. Let me just pop back in. So I get a lot of requests asking if we can make our papers portrait. We get a lot. The majority of people who use our papers are under like the half letter size. So because our papers are letter sized, so it how do I need the words, people. The words are not coming to me. So it works horizontally. Now, that is not to say that I do not love my classic /EC/HP/ large planner friends, because what I did was I created a Happy Planner Classic Luxe insert. Yes, it is a small additional purchase, but that scales the artwork and the papers into a larger format, so that you can get, like, so for example, that this paper that's on the, I want to say right, that it then shows perfectly to fill up that whole space. So if you want some of the papers in that way, that is a really good, that is a really good an option there too. And a lot of the patterns I'm sort of starting to play with, you know, having them, I mean, not starting to, I have done this for a while, but making them so that they can be used in all different directions. But obviously there are some that just aren't going to work. So which in the Luxe inserts, I try and have a little bit more flexibility with them in there. Okay, let's get back to our gorgeous lives. Our gorgeous show and tells. Okay, the next one is from Karma, and this is a gorgeous Woodland Wonders memory keeper, and I love all these photos. I love them. I love the memories, and I love all the stickers and the Woodland Wonder. It's beautiful. Next one is, and I love this too. So Ali Loves to Plan has used like our kits. While they do come with a whole bunch of stuff, it doesn't mean that you have to go all out every week. Sometimes all you need is a couple of stickers here and there to really add a subtle touch of a kit to your planner. And I know that some people use several planners in a kit, several planners, and not only that, but they make cards for people, they make gifts for people. So I like that, our kits really give you enough in there that you can spread it out amongst, you can spread the joy. That's the idea and why we give so much, especially with that additional sticker kit. The next one up is from Dawn, and Dawn did a gorgeous weekly spread using our Forest Falls. kit, and this I mean, the Forest Falls kit was absolutely stunning, and that in combination with the Woodland Wonders kit, it's just perfect. And we have noticed a lot of people ordering the Forest Falls Traveler's Notebook that we sold, and so I'm guessing once they start arriving to people, that we'll see a lot of people using that to decked out with Woodland Wonders as well. Next up, so we're going on to some Celebrate ones. So this is from Louise, and Louise mentioned, Louise I think was the one who mentioned that, you know, they didn't really, they weren't too excited for Celebrate, or they liked the idea of it, but, you know, in their planner, but now they found, you know, ways to really use it, and they love making cards with it. So, and not only have they made a card, Louise has made the card and then 2 gorgeous tags as well. And Louise, you've completely inspired me, because I feel like I now need to sit down and make some extra cards and crafts for birthdays. So, and just keep them in a side stash, so that, you know, when a birthday comes up, I'm not frantically running around wondering why I don't have any cards available. Next one up is from Karma again, and Karma's done a double page, it was the Happy Planner dashboard that they've used with Celebrate. So I love that this is something, again, different. You've got the dashboard on the left, and you've got, is that a courier? No. You've got the dashboard on the left, you've got the weekly view on the right, and to be honest, that hooray sticker was one of my favorites. I really enjoyed making that. Next up is from Stationery Happiness. We've got, I'm guessing this is like an A5 planner. We've got a gorgeous Celebrate dashboard, and I love the, I can't remember what it's called, the doily? Is that what it's called behind? I've got some of those in white, and I'm going to be putting them into my Note to Self planner. So I just love texture in planners, and that's, I mean, this is the reason why we keep paper planners as well, and it's that feeling when you flick through. I don't know, it just makes me happy. Next up is from Lentil and Bean Plans, and it's a monthly layout using the Celebrate kit. I love how the washi's been used in the to block off the days that aren't needed, and that we've got the girl and some presents and everything. She's having her own little party down in the bottom corner. Next up is from Rhoda. Oh my gosh, Rhoda. I love, okay, can we just talk about how Rhoda has innovated with the date covers on the left? So there obviously wasn't enough of the little splashes, so what she has used is the phones, the telephones, the mobile phones that are in the standard kits. So I'm loving how this turned out, and the minis. I love that mini with the planner. I just love how Rhoda puts everything together. Minis are, oh, I love my minis so much. Next up is Erin. Erin did a gorgeous That's Her 90s daily layout. So it looks like there's 2 pages on there. I really enjoyed this. I really love seeing the layouts. I love that washi tape was one of my favorites. The one that you can cut out and it's got the words. It's so 90s. It's just fun. It's just like, it's childhood. Well, mine anyway. And it's meant to be a fun, light-hearted kit, which I feel like we all needed this year. Next up is from, so it's from Lou. I kept saying it wrong, and I kept saying Lugette's Crafty, and it's not, it's Lou. I have been watching Lou's unboxings. So hi to Lou. A gorgeous Sunflower and Sunshine weekly spread. Really enjoyed how this worked. And it's so bright, it's so sunny, it's so wonderful. I love the bottom bar, I love the washi, and the puppy. I love the puppy. Well done on that one too. Next up is from One Plan Ahead, and they've done a weekly layout using Note to Self. I'm a noisy person just outside my office. And they've decorated it with a whole bunch of the additional stickers and products and die cuts and tabs on the outside as well. I really enjoyed that. Thank you for sharing. And lucky last is, and I wanted to share this because this is very similar to how I store my kits. This is also from One Plan Ahead. And what they do is they use the envelopes and then use the stickers at the top to show what kit it is. Oops, sorry about that. I meant to click a different button. So that's exactly what I do. So I've got, I mean, I haven't put my stickers on yet, but like I've got my Woodland Wonders kit. I've got my Sunday Roast kit. I keep them all in these bags. And then the next thing that I've just started doing was I was looking for something. I think, I can't remember if I mentioned this last week, but Karen from Crafty did these, I mean, I know a few people, there was a while back in our group where everybody was sharing that they bought these photo albums, which was funny because around the same time I was actually designing something myself to launch, and I thought, well, if people are going to buy these, I can't compete with how cheap these are, so I'm just going to hold back. But I've done mine for Sunday Roast. I've made the washi card on the outside, and then I've got my quote cards, and there's one page for each of the stickers, and then as we get towards the back, I've then got my die cuts in the back. And I have done a really simple spine so that it doesn't look too overwhelming and clash with my colour scheme that I've got going on. That's my little show and tell. So that's how I organise all my stuff, because especially once, I mean, we've done almost 3.5 years worth of kits. Well, definitely 3.5 years if you include all the side releases that we've done as well. And it does get to be a lot of stuff, but as Karen said to me, but Sam, you've got to use it. And I said, yes, I do. And I try and keep like one of the sticker sets and things like that so I can reference them back to it. So this was really handy for me. So thank you for that. I mean, I'm usually the one telling people to use the stuff, so it was quite nice to have that reminder. So thank you, Karen. But yeah, I've got these. Hold on, let me show you another one. What's another one I can show? I haven't finished this one off yet because I'm still finding all my stickers, but there's my note to self one that's in there as well. The die cuts are in the back, and I've got the front. So yeah, that's those two. And I've got a whole bunch of them. I'm still making them. They take a while, but they're so worth it. Okay, next up we have our Q&A time. So let us. Oh, is that a 4x6? This is a 4x6 album. But when I picked these up really, really cheaply because they were on clearance. I also picked up, do I have it here? I haven't decorated it yet. So it's still in its, I haven't done the cover. But I found a 5x7 one, and it fit. Not only that, but, hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. See? Pony girl excitement, right? I'm so excited, and I just can't find it. I've got it on the back string. And so I may have bought a few of these. So it kind of, I mean, I haven't tested it to see if it, I mean, because it sits under the rings, so I'm not sure if it will indent eventually. I guess it would, if you've got it too chunky. But, oh, I didn't have it on the string right. I didn't have it on the middle, in the middle. But it means that I can then, I mean, not that I go out very much, but if I wanted to, so I'm going to keep all my stickers that match this in here. So that's, yeah. These albums are not from us. I just got it at my local office supplies store. Karen / Itsy Crafty, I know that you're in the chat. I just saw you, unless you've left. Would you mind helping some people out and just either bumping up your video in our group? So yeah, I found the 5x7. I thought, you know what? I'm going to try it and see if this works. And it works perfectly. I wonder, I don't really want to put it under the, okay, it also fits into the back jacket. I would probably put it on the string better, actually. It sits much better on the string. And that way, even if you're using your rings or your discs, you can still get use out of your strings. So yeah, there's that. Oh, that's a good idea. I use a 5x7 for the art cards I don't have in frames. Brilliant. Yes. And I've got this awkward, so as part of Wild You, we're doing, it's like making your own planner space. Hence I did the books because I wanted to make my planner space special. And, oh, there you go. They're available at Michael's for Aussies, and I got mine at Officeworks, but they were on clearance, so I don't know if they're going to get them. I also know that the Reject Shop stocks some, because I tried to order it from them first, but couldn't order it online. I found them online on clearance through Officeworks. And I got them for, normally they're $2 in Australia. I got them for 5 cents each, which is ridiculous. I'll repost my video in the Facebook group at the end of your live. Thanks, Karen. Hi. Do you want to say hello to the peoples?
Sure.
Guest appearance, Michael.
Where's the camera?
This one. You need to duck though.
Oh.
In tall person. Here we go.
Oh.
Okay, so Michael's going to tell you what I tried to tell you earlier, but what did you eat? I'm hungry. You smell like yummy. We've had a fair few new people in here today too.
Ah,
so
welcome.
yeah.
I'm Michael. If you email, I get to answer you.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm slow,
Yes, like at the moment.
but I promise I'm always pleasant.
I explained that, it's basically you running customer service and post, as well as looking after the kids and making sure I eat, because I don't eat and I
Yeah.
give myself food poisoning when I cook.
And also, the boring stuff like making sure we pay our taxes and all that stuff.
All that stuff. That important stuff that I don't see because I don't do the numbers.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. So this is the other half of Planners Anonymous.
Thanks for all the
there you go.
congratulations, Iz.
There you go. Michael is too big. Yes, he's a very tall guy. He's 6'4".
Something like that.
Yeah.
I got
Are you all sweaty? You've
Yeah.
been packing boxes all morning. Have you finished?
No.
No. Have you finished the ones that need to go out today?
I have a DHL pickup due in like 20 minutes and I've just completed what I need to for that. And then I've got another one tomorrow and hopefully this afternoon I'll get to the post office with a car full of goodies.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of stuff going on, which is good.
Busy. Keep him busy. Not sleeping. Well, I'm not.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So I guess, I don't know what Sam wanted me to update you on. She just kind of chucked me in here.
So just on, I tried to, you know how I don't do the articulating thing very well. But the tracking and why we're not fulfilling orders, because we have a lot of people commenting on that,
yeah.
and I can't explain it very well. So could you?
Good point. So
Yeah.
when I tick the fulfilled box, I have to tick it for everyone's order at once. Otherwise, I'll be doing them one by one, and that would take me ages. And because USPS have changed the way they issue tracking numbers, they used to give us a tracking number as soon as I put the shipping label out. Sorry, this is going to be really boring, but they used to give us tracking numbers as soon as I would submit a shipping label. Now they seem to be not giving us that tracking number until the package arrives at their facility in New Zealand. Weird they've got a facility in New Zealand, but they do. Who knows? Anyway, that's when we get the tracking number. And I have to wait until I get those tracking numbers for our US orders before I can fulfill everybody, because I can only do it once as a batch instead of individually, if that makes sense. So if I were to do them individually, it would take me like 2 weeks to do a month's worth of orders, and then I wouldn't be able to answer emails and do all that stuff. So I've chosen to do it just once, but that means everyone's fulfillment notifications in Shopify get delayed. Isn't that convoluted?
Yeah, it really
But
is. It's so much more difficult than it should be.
But that's what it is. And on top of that, they're delivering slower. And on top of that, they're charging us more.
Yes.
And on top of that, I can't speak because I'm not American, but I've heard from the Americans that the service is worse.
Yeah.
Anyway, what a great business.
So what he's saying is it's really difficult because not only is he having to do all the packing, and we've had our normal monthly shipping and the release on top of that, and you're trying to prep for something. You know they're going to ask me after you leave, so I'm just going to bring it up now.
Oh, yeah.
And we've basically done the equivalent of a warehouse move over the past 2 weeks because Michael's been reorganizing the the warehouse.
Are you hungry?
Just-
You want to say
She
hi?
wants to say hi. She's been popping in.
Hello.
So we've basically had the equivalent of a warehouse move in the past 2 weeks because we had to buy some shelving and
Yeah. Reorganize.
reorganize. And the reason why we did that is because
Yeah. Because
I'm putting you on the spot now.
why?
Because here we go.
Because what?
They're it's pass.
Oh yeah.
They're going to ask about it, so I'm just going to bring it up.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask about something else.
Oh, what?
Sure. There's a basket sale coming up. There's still like half a dozen countries that I can't ship to because of COVID. Isn't that silly? So I have to wait until I can get those ones out before I can release baskets.
People have said though that could be, a long time.
Yeah. I want to make sure those people get their kits. They paid for their kits.
Yeah,
They're waiting very, very patiently.
they are. We're very thankful for them.
Yeah. Anyway, there'll be some sort of basket sale, whether we can do all of it or some of it, who knows. There'll be something like that very soon because my warehouse is very full.
Yeah, we need some space.
Do we have a warehouse?
Yeah, the back. It used to be the pool table room and now it's a warehouse. It's
Wow.
very sad.
What's
That thing
warehouse?
under all the stock is a pool table.
Where we have
know.
all of our stock.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Like 18 million years ago.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's how long ago since we've sacrificed the pool table. Alright, off you go.
No.
Off you go, Nini.
No. Okay.
So you'll let us know when there's a basket sale coming out, won't you?
Well, if I didn't let you know, it wouldn't
In
go
advance.
very well.
In advance.
Well, yeah,
'Cause
we'll
the
see.
people like to budget for these things.
Yeah, we'll see. If you're going to budget for stuff, I'd be holding some cash spare for the next 3 weeks' time because 'tis the season. Fa la 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 la.
Am I allowed to talk about these things now?
Well, we don't actually have the product here, but
You keep telling me I'm not allowed to say these things, so I keep dropping hints.
it'll be
And I'm
coming.
like, shh, don't tell Michael. And now you come in here and you drop a bomb.
I'm a wild card. Anything can happen Monday.
Can I?
Nah. Not until my team have packed it and it's all ready to go.
Yeah. Well, because we're waiting for a bunch of the stock to arrive.
Yeah. So that's shipping and all those things.
I'm
And,
laughing.
and customer service, you'll notice that I'm
Yeah.
prioritizing shipping to get things sent, and then I'll get back to the emails. So if you are a subscriber and you were overcharged, don't worry,
Yeah.
I got you back. It's just going to take me a little bit of time to get to those messages because I'd rather send things first.
Yeah, I mentioned
That
that to
makes
them
sense.
as well.
Yeah.
Because we want because they're taking so long to get to people, we wanted to prioritise getting them out to everybody.
Yeah.
Michael dropping planning bombs.
Say all the seven
Michael hasn't
Cs.
staged me. See? What?
That's what I do. Alright. Excuse me. What you doing, little girl? And Indy has helped me today. She put shipping labels on DHL bags. So if any DHL bags
Aw.
go missing,
Love when Michael stops in. I can't believe what you just did. You're a shocker. I know, right, Ninny? Well, there you go. I can officially say things now. I just can't show the things.
It's not my fault.
not
Is that-
long.
No.
It's not my fault. It's the person who puts it on because
Oh yeah, that was me.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah,
Well,
that's true.
there you go. Okay.
No,
All the Celebrate
actually
melodies
it's the
sent.
person.
Hold on, Indy. Just hold on.
Celebrate. Yeah, Celebrate's all gone.
That went a
And-
while ago, didn't it?
Yeah.
Wait. it's
Basic,
all-
basically, order sending is up to date per the promise on the website, which is at least at most 5 business days after order. So
Yeah.
Everything is we're up to date. So if you Celebrate order hasn't got a fulfillment yet, or there's to be some deco orders as well that don't have fulfillment yet, they are sent. We're just
It's that
waiting on tracking them.
tracking issue,
Yeah. Anyway.
which is causing so much extra work for you.
Yeah.
Like this guy, I just need to say, I mean, I know I say it to you, but this guy is up training, making sure the kids are ready for school so that I can sleep because I'm usually up until like 1 or 2 in the morning. And he makes sure they're at school. He does as much customer service as he can. He packs orders, and then he's taking the kids to therapy appointments and to dance and all that sort of stuff. So I can literally sit in front of my computer and just zone out and design and keep all that happening. And then he comes home, cooks dinner, looks after the kids, makes sure that they're happy and in bed. He's like Superman. And he, you know, feeds me. Too well, obviously, but he feeds me.
Yeah, well, I like doing all that stuff. Besides,
So-
going to dance is fun. It's just me and all the dance mums.
Yeah,
me.
so...
And you.
So he's... Marianne says, I haven't gotten a notice.
Oh yeah, I think when I did the DHL thing, I forgot to tick the email notifications thing on some of them, which is the DHL. Anyway, it's gone. I hear noise out the back, so I gotta go
Yeah, you
check
gotta
on
go
the
check
kids.
Lockie.
But it's been a pleasure as always, and if I haven't answered your questions, then you can just ask Sam now.
After he goes and I don't know the answers. Oh, but this and the other thing, the last thing before you go is in the group. Please don't tag me because, as you've seen, I'm hopeless at answering customer service stuff because I don't see it. I don't know how to process the refunds in Shopify. That's all this guy.
And I don't use social media. I drop in
He's
once
very
every
rarely on
now
it.
and again.
Yeah, he's
and if I do, it's to find pictures of cheese.
yeah, he's really on it, and I'll say to him, Michael, you need to answer these people because they're tagging me, and I don't know how to answer it, so you need to get on there and answer it. And he's like, what? So
And
he
and
always
like a good husband, I know how to ignore my wife really well.
and he prioritizes, you know, the shipping and then the customer service, and then
Yeah.
you know the group comes in somewhere after that. So
Alright.
he's trying his best.
Thanks. Gotta go. See yous.
I know a secret.
Bye.
Let's go.
Off you go. No. Secret bombs have already been dropped in here today.
I need to say one.
No.
Come on.
Off you go.
Come with me. You can help me with these.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot here. There's actually...
I get told not to share these things, and then he comes in, and he steals my thunder, and steals my thunder. Husbands, am I right? Okay, so anyway, that's the update straight from the horse's mouth. Exactly, dude. So that was a mega update from him. There's not much more I can say on that. But yeah, he will get back to the customer service. He will. I promise he will. He's just delayed. But hopefully that answers a few questions that have been coming through. Okay, I'm going to scroll back up, go through the questions that have come through. And so feel free to write any more questions now that you have, and I'll do my best to answer, although I think we just answered a whole bunch. Thank you for all the comments on my hair. I'm still learning how to style it again. Welcome to everybody who's joined us for the first live. I hope it has exceeded expectations. It's really just me hanging out with everybody, showing off some things and having a chat and answering some questions. Oh yeah, the restrictions. So we're not under any real lockdown here. We're under social distancing because we had a scare a few weeks ago, but it's been okay. There hasn't been a lot of cases, thankfully. So yeah, I was able to get my hair cut. I also I have another special needs mum who I know through Lockie, and she's a hairdresser, so she does my hair and she does a wonderful job. Okay, questions. I've answered that. Wish list item is a planner girl with brown hair and pink ombre. Ooh, I'll have to work out how to do that. Because the problem with ombre hair is then I have to work out how to do it for beautiful you. And that's a whole other kettle of fish. So whatever I do on the main person, I've got to try and translate that across. And as you saw, like as you've all seen, that had a huge jump. So we went from, I think it was like 21 options or something like that through to 35 different options. Great job, Indy. Indy's gonna be so happy. She's gonna want to be in all my videos now, and I don't mind it. I love it. I love that she wants to help. I have to admit though, as much of a wild card that Michael is, I never know when Indy's gonna drop. What's she gonna say? So it gets really nerve-wracking. But she did a wonderful job. So she's obviously been watching me do it as well. And she just wants to help. She's so sweet. Okay, on the whole sewing machine thing, I really want to pull out my sewing machine, which is under this desk here, like it's packed away, because I want to, you know, the pouches that come with the planners, I really want to turn that into like a pencil case that goes on the string. I've had this idea since I did like the cases back on the first planners, so I really want to do that. Learning to sew has been a stress reliever. Yeah. Will it fit an A5 slim? The issue is, I mean, okay, hold on. I'll have to have. Do I have any paper here? When I say paper, I mean A4 paper, because A5 is half A4. I think literally the height of our planners is the same size as an A5 piece of paper. So like you wouldn't have any clearance at the, hold on. And I'm back. Okay. So, let's have a look. A5. Dear Chelsea. Let me do it from the outside so that you can see. So it's like just slightly too tall. It's like a centimetre taller. And I mean, we had to make that call. And this Melody is taller than our previous ones, so that there's an easier fit. If I had made it A5 compatible, it just would have been way too big for the smaller size for a personal. It just would have been way too big, and it would have been way too big for like a B6 TM. So I had to make a judgment call on where to sort of cut that off. So I guess no, it won't fit an A5 slim. There's the doorbell. Out goes a whole bunch of orders. Yes, we are close to selling out on the notepad. I don't know if we have already. About the notepad, it was late when I ordered and the discount wasn't showing up, but I wanted to get it ordered. About the notepad didn't have... Okay, so the notepad didn't... Okay, so the issue was with the notepad and also the charm. When I loaded it in, I copied... pardon me, listings, and it had the wrong price on it. So anybody who ordered it within so many hours on day one got it at a discount. That was a happy accident. So congrats to you. You got, and there was a fair few people out there who got a discount on the notepad and the charms. And the magnetic pins, sorry. I think the charm was the same price. Might need an extra of the So Crafty kit. Yeah, it's a gorgeous kit. Need an 80s music kit. Okay, the reason why it's hard to do kits like that is because we don't, and to be honest, the That's So 90s kit was really hard because of this, is because we don't want to, 80s music kit, you'd have to reference band names, and we like, that's just, there's trademarks and copyright, and we definitely steer clear of all of that. So that definitely would not be happening. Puppies and more puppies. Yes, I do have a dog and a cat kit on my list of things that I really want to do. Oh, you have a service dog. We've been working on that in the background as well. That's the other thing we've been trying to do for Lockie. Scrolling down. There's questions about the albums, but I believe we answered all of those. The 5x7, so the B6 size brag books were literally luck. I just went through the clearance section and they just happened to have a few, so I just bought as many as I could, so I could put one in each of my planners. Where do you keep the papers and washi? Okay, so my papers I keep in one of these envelopes, and I have a filing cabinet that I put them in. And the washi I keep either in here or in one of these, which I got off AliExpress. And in here, let's see if I can do this without them all falling out. In here they... Okay, this is older releases. I can show you this. Whoops. So, and then in here, I just have to put the stickers on the top because I'm going to put stickers on here, or like maybe on here. I haven't worked it out yet, which is why I haven't done it. But I've got all the 3 releases for each of them, except for where I can't find one of my washies. So that's how I store my washi tapes. Can't believe I did that. I hope I didn't offend you. Thank you for keeping our girl fed. Oh, thank you. He does a good job of it too. I would rather have the USPS than UPS. We still get DHL shipping notices in the US. Good. So at least I'm glad that you are at least getting those, so that you can find it. I really don't. Iron Man. Yeah, he did really well on his Iron Man. Yeah, my decluttering and organisation of my craft space feels like a warehouse move too. Yeah, there has been. So he had to pull pretty much everything out, and our whole living room and kitchen was just like flooded with stock. So then he's built his shelves and he's put them back in, but he's still sort of reorganising it the best way to pack it. So, how are you going to use a 5x7 photo album in your melody? Okay, so this album which I showed earlier, which is just something I picked up from, you know, local office supplies. I'm using it to put stickers in. Also the upcoming digital kit, which I'm going to talk about shortly, is a B6 size. So I'm going to have, this is for my B6 size stickers. That's what I'm going to be using in that. I'm also going to be using it as a bit of a, like an inbox, a catch-all as well in the back. If you come across number 1 and 2, I have dibs on those as they are the only kits I don't have. Is that like our first 2 kits? So Seaside and Treat Yourself. To be honest, I used all my stuff for those. I don't even have a copy for myself anymore. Christmas goodies. Yeah, Michael dropping planning bombs. So not okay. Nice to get confirmation from the boss. I just. That is cool. 3 weeks, that is before Halloween. I so want Halloween this year. I don't know what we're going to do. I mean, here it's relatively safe to go out, but I'm still not sure. Well, it all depends on Lockie. He didn't want to do Halloween last year, and it broke my heart. I had a Supergirl outfit, and I just stood in that and had a little bit of a teary, because the year before he wanted to go out, and we had so much fun together. And Michael was all dressed up, so I said, you know, you take Indy and head out, and I stayed home. But I was very sad about it because I love Halloween. It was his one time that he really wanted to get out. Husbands, ha ha ha. They must be short-staffed, DHL. Yeah, well, I think that, globally, a lot of companies are doing their best to maintain social distancing, and all these extra bits and pieces so that we don't spread COVID, right? And I mean, we're doing our bit here too. So Michael's dropping off stock, and our pack team are coming and picking up stock and packing it home and then bringing back the stock here. So that way we're not cramming a whole bunch of people into our house and, you know, having the huge packing parties like what we used to. So, and I think the issue is that all companies are doing that. And also, I mean, in Australia, they're reporting that we are doing weekly more deliveries than normally we do in a Christmas period. And our Christmas period, everything goes like it's chock-a-block. So not because more people are at home and ordering from home, like to deliver from home instead of going to the shops because, you know, Roma. So there's more parcels heading in and heading out as well. So not only are they shorter staffed, people are being told to stay home if they've even got a cough. Well, at least they are here. And then they're getting more work to do, which really feels like my feels this year. I've got more work to do than normal. You have a future YouTuber with Indy. Oh my gosh, you should see her when she plays games. So she plays games, she goes, "Hi everyone, I'm just, we're gonna play some Minecraft today." I'm like, "Who are you talking to?" She goes, "Just myself." Why? I said, "You sound like you're YouTubing." She goes, "Yeah, well." So she would be amazing to just, she self-narrates really well. She's teaching me, actually. So yes, I do have a future YouTuber with Indy. I tried putting an A5 hobo in the melody and it's too big. Thank you, Marianne, for confirming that. I didn't think so. That's true, didn't think about copyrights. Yeah, we hope that people respect our copyright. So, you know, we try and say respect. I would love nothing more than to do like Disney kits, and especially, I'm such a Harry Potter nerd. I would love to do Harry Potter kits, but we just can't. So we steer clear of all of that. Puppies and kitties, could you add ponies? No one does the ponies. Our Sunflowers and Sunshine kit had horses in it. It had some gorgeous horses in it. So check that out in the past kit store. I think I'm not sure if we have any left, and I think there might have been one horse in the separate sticker, like the weekly standard vertical kit. Check that out. I saw Christmas. No, you did not. You gave your status back over, Michael. You didn't see any of the things. I might be able to show it next week. I don't know. Would you consider a re-release of a Book Lover? Darla, can you confirm what you're asking for? Generally, we don't re-release. The reason why is we have very, very, very hefty minimums from our suppliers, and there's no guarantee that we could sell them all. And people usually say, well, why don't you pre-order? But we can't pre-order because if we can't hit those minimums, then we have to refund everybody, and refunds cost us money. So generally we don't do re-releases, but we are working on other things instead of physical re-releases. Oh, yes. Okay, so, and then Wigglebutt said, would you ever re-release or revamp kits? So what we do is we try and revamp them. So we revamp them as weekly vertical kits because we know those are quite popular. And we're also working on digitals in the background, and I'm going to talk about that in a couple of seconds because I know that a few people, now that I've mentioned it, will ask a few questions. And yeah, that's how we're trying to bring those back. Generally what we'll do is we'll do a release like what we did, like if something was super popular, we'll do a release like what we did with the Melody, because that was a really, really super popular kit with our Note to Self, so we brought that back as a Melody release. Yeah, but we don't generally re-release a full kit. So if there's something in the kit that you love, you've got to buy it as the full kit because it won't come out. And it's very rare that we only sell stuff as separates if there's a couple of bits and pieces left over. And in which case they get done in past kit sales, and they are usually the first things to go, and they go quick because we usually only have like 3 or 4 of them. Maybe do something called trunk or treating. My son is turning 30, so I don't know about the new trends, but I've heard some people refer to it. I guess it's safer. I'll have to look. I have no idea what that is. I'll have to have a look. But thanks for the referral. It's very hard to do something that's a bit out of the ordinary for Lockie. So even so, it's, you know, we can walk around the neighborhood. That's fine here. Melbourne, we don't have shops open to shop except essentials. Yeah, which is why posters is very delayed at the moment. Thanks for sharing 2 of my posts. Oh, I'm the one plan ahead. Oh, hi. Is it Vine or is that how you pronounce your name? I'm so sorry. I'm really bad at pronunciation. Everybody who's been in here before knows this. That means a lot to me. Thank you. No. Okay, so it means a lot to me that people are using our products and sharing, and you actually opened up a really good conversation because we talked about the storage solutions as well. So thank you for that. My kids record themselves playing games. It's the cutest thing. Oh, okay. So hold on. Trunk or treat usually refers to the car show where the car owners have candy out for the kids or hand it when it's available. Oh, okay, right. Okay, thanks Heather for that. Because you in the States you have we went to one. What was it called? A trailer. We went to a football game, which, my goodness, that was eye-opening and amazing. I don't get into sport. I don't get excited by it, but wow, I really got into this. And then they had a something or other where the everybody, it was a party in the car park, trailer something, I can't remember. It was many years ago, but that was amazing. That was so much fun, and I thought, wow, I wish that we did this for the football here in Australia, because then I might actually be interested. Sorry, Ashley, I know you're big into the football. Well, the AFL anyway. My family has a projector, so we're going to watch a movie on the side of our house. We also might have goodie bags. That's exciting. I'm not sure, since California governor is very strict. Yeah, and I think, tailgate! Dawn, thank you. Tailgate party. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Dawn. Yeah, and I think, I would hate to be a world leader right now. It's hard enough running our small business in amongst COVID. And it was halfway through last year, I felt like I was winning. I felt like I was winning at life. And then COVID hit. I'm like, why? I just felt like I learned how to adult. This has been a really long live. I'm so sorry, but it's been good because we've had a really good chat about a lot of things. They're not normally this long, or some of them are. Let me just also talk about the digital kits. I'm very close to finishing off the creative kit for Note to Self. So I need to confirm a few details with Michael before I launch that. I've also I've sent it out to a few friends for testing. So once they say, yep, that's all good, then I'll be launching that on the website. We're also going to have weekly kits, weekly and monthly digital kits. Hold on, I think I have my, so this won't be the final, but it's like an example. It's one of my testers. Where is it? Of the monthly kit. I think, have I shown this before? Where did I put it? I'm not going to be able to find it now that I'm on camera. Oh no, here it is. I found it. So here's an example of the monthly kit template that I've put together. And this will be a digital kit. And this format is specifically for our heart inserts, which I'm not sure if they went live as separates this time. Michael's been trying to manage the stock so that we can work out how many we can put as separates. But this is the monthly view. Can you see? So you've got your top bar, your bottom bar, you've got like an extra sticker at the top that's your, you can change that to any month that you want. And then I've created like this little optional flappy bit that you can put on as well. So it is being worked on. This is currently in testing. It's on its like 4th revision, 7th revision, because I want to make sure that it's right. It will have a couple of different versions in different sizes, so standard vertical. I'm thinking about adding Hobonichi into that as well. But this one is for our heart inserts. Okay, question. Oh, and so the creative digital kit there's no cut files with that. Okay, so because I always get asked about cut files, and Michael's like, what's this cut file thing? Because I'm the crafty person, he's the the business side of it. So the creative kit doesn't have digitals. Let me start again. The creative kit doesn't have cut files because it's all about how you want to use it. The weekly kits, the monthly kits, these sort of things, they will have an SVG file that's been made in Silhouette. So not a studio file, because we can't do those in the terms and conditions. You're not allowed to sell those files. So we're going to be having studio-made SVG files, which should work the same way, fingers crossed. The creative kit, at last count, there was 230 something files in it. Now, a bunch of those are the plain coloured splashes and things like that, so that you can complement all the designs. I did bump up the amount of art that was in it, so I took in feedback from the last time. There's more art, there's more sentiments. So if you're so it works for planners, it works for planners, it works for memory keeping, it works for card makers, it works for project lifers, it works for and we have something else coming for those who like to do the project lifestyle stuff. It also works for memory keepers, did I say that? Scrapbookers, all that sort of stuff. So the creative kit does have a bigger price tag on the digitals, but that's because it's a big kit. And I can't wait to show you that. And I think I'm going to be doing some testing this week in our group to see if I can do basically what I did on Insta Live, but in our group. So if you're not already a member, join our Facebook group. If you see me in there playing, I don't know if I can hide it, but if you see me in there playing, I might be playing around with the software. Just ignore me. I'm trying to work it all out. I'm trying to make sure that when it does go live, that it works, because we've bought a whole bunch of new hardware, and we're trying to get the software all set up now. Okay. Where am I? Hold on, I lost my place. I'm really excited for the creative kit. Yeah. I really like that. What about a Monday start on the monthly? Yeah, well, what I'm going to do is there's two on the monthly. Well, that is, I like that. What about the monthly? That does have a Monday start. There you go. Can you see that? Monday. And then Sunday's over here. So that does have a Monday start. I love those heart inserts, and can't wait to be able to buy them. Yes. And I mean, we do put them as part of the bundles and things like that, but we need to add them on separately. Which I thought I had done already, so stay tuned for that. I'll try and get them up this week. I'll get Michael to do a stock count. He's got to do a stock take. He's gonna hate it. It's more like individual clip art and paper, so we can build our own stuff, right? Yeah, that's the creative kit. The creative kit is literally like clip art and individual and papers and things like that. So you can build, it blows me away what people make with these sorts of kits. And because of that, I need to make sure that, that it can be used in a variety of ways, and I'm doing the right sizes, but also because I want to include so much, I have to make sure that it's not too big for people to download as well. Well, silver rings. Oh, I thought, I know not the kit, but I'm hoping you'll have new melody with silver rings coming up. It's not on the next one, which Michael has given away. It's thanks, Michael. I'm not salty, or he has some salt with that. I thought we had some in stock. Hold on, let me yell.
I don't have bundles though, because we don't have dividers.
Oh, okay. We'll work on something with that. He'll go and check stock, and we'll get back to you all.
We've got them for the thing that's later.
That's not silver. I didn't think that was silver.
Oh,
I thought that was gold.
Then I might have them.
We might not have it. We'll have to have a look into it, and we'll let you all know. Will you be restocking the notepad for the melody, and also the pin? Did the pin sell out?
Which pin?
The melody, the The one that we just launched. Have we sold out of that already?
Well, most of those repacking, it's sold out. I don't think it's sold out. Anyway.
Okay. The pins generally, no, we don't restock. The notepads, we may restock. Maybe. We'll let you know. Sammy, will you ever bring out a binder for A5? I think.
Can I drop in?
Oh! Are you gonna overthrow me again? I showed that earlier, not realizing I had Christmas in there, and then had to throw it off screen. I was like,
Amateur.
And
See
then-
what I'm dealing with here?
And then they told me, they said, no, you can overshadow Michael. Show us.
Ah.
They tried to get me to show. See what they do.
The question was different planner sizes.
A5.
We would love to offer lots of different sizes. The reality, unfortunately, is that we're only a small business still, and we're working with limited cash flow. And for us to buy all of the other sizes would send us broke. So we need to be really selective
Even
about
like one size.
yeah, because they've got like minimum order quantities and stuff, right? So we have to order enough to satisfy our suppliers. So the best way to help us get other sizes, like bigger ones and smaller ones, and I don't know, triangle ones. Is that a thing? It's not a thing. Anyway, the best way to help us with that is to tell your friends what a great company Planners Anonymous is and get them to buy stuff. And then we'll be able to buy and bring out more cool stuff.
Yeah, because we keep saying, like, the reason we can do all this is because people stay subscribed and buy the extras. Like, the extras fund
Yeah,
us to make more extras.
that's right.
So we had a good launch, so that goes into the next launch, right? Because this is,
Correct.
small business. This is how it
So
works.
so we would absolutely love to do A5, and we would love to do.
Wait. Do you know what A5 is?
No.
Okay, so
Yeah.
A5 is literally like 1 centimetre bigger than our current Melody.
Just get some scissors, ladies.
No, oh my goodness.
What? No, not a thing. Okay, forget I said that. Told you,
But-
loose cannon.
But I think... See what I have to deal with? But what we might be interested in is like a classic size, which is the big size.
Big kahuna. Yeah. Anyway, we're interested in all different sizes. It's just a function of, right now, it's very sadly a function of economics, and there's lots of great things that we'd love to do. I've lost count of the number of times Sam turns around and says, hey, can we? And I have to put my dream crushing boots on and say, no.
I don't even get through the whole sentence now. It's like, just hey, and it's like, no.
Yeah. So, pretty much, we'd love to, and we absolutely will, and there's a whole bunch of ideas up here somewhere.
I feel sorry for him.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, I'm good at ignoring my wife.
Like he's saying bye-bye.
Yeah. Anyway, there's lots and lots of things on the idea slate, and eventually we will get to them. But the way we can get there most quickly is by growing our business and sort of spreading the word, because that'll help us have the money to fund all the fun things that that Sam's got in her head as to things that would be a good idea, and help the planner community.
That's right. Because, the more that we all succeed, and every shop, not just ours, the more people want to do planning, because the more they hear about it, and then the more people there are buying, which helps small shops like ours, and then we can create more stuff.
Yeah.
So tell all your friends, not just about us, but about the planning community. And some of them will give you looks, because I have received that. And other ones will be like me and go, oh my gosh, this is a thing, and then they'll buy all the things. Dream crushing boots. They think you're funny.
It's because I am.
You're missing his dad jokes. He's got some good ones of those too. Okay. Is that good?
That's it for me.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you. Okay, so the next question was the price of the digital kit. I think you were looking at was the Forest Falls one, which is 60 AUD. So that's the non-subscriber price. We give very generous discounts to subscribers, which I think for that kit was $30 off, so it's like a half price thing. We are reviewing that price because I don't want to say it because we're still in chats about it. We need to work out what's possible with the system and things like that, but we are working on how all that will work, which is why I'm saying tight-lipped on the price until those decisions are made. Okay, has the notepad sold out? I was buying one at the end of this live.
Let me check.
Someone beat me to it. You snooze, you lose.
Let me check.
Ouch, that's harsh. Michael's checking it now. Your whole family is doing a good job on this business. Thank you so much, Marianne. We try our best. We know we are very much, you know, we're not perfect people. We're human. We make mistakes. We are trying our best to keep up with the business. The business is growing and doing really well, which is fantastic. We feel very lucky with that. And we're lucky because of every single person who is joining us here today, who is, you know, liking our stuff, who is sharing our stuff. So thank you. It's all because of you.
So there's still stock of the Note to Self notepads. The
Which
Note to
ones?
Self, all of them.
Oh, okay.
But the B6 rings is getting almost, it's close to sold out.
Okay, so B6 rings, so that one that I showed earlier, this one, is almost sold out. So hop onto that if you want to now. Because it probably won't be a while until we restock it, will it? Perhaps not.
Perhaps not.
Perhaps not. There you go, you have it. See, and this is why you come into these lives, because we tell you all the details first. Okay, it's my, so if the discounting isn't updating, try a different browser. So for example, if you're using your phone, try your computer. If you're on a computer using Safari, try Chrome. It's really annoying. As I mentioned earlier, we're trying to swap over our discounting software because it is causing us an absolute nightmare behind the scenes. It's just my nickname. My full name is Sabine. Oh, that's a pretty name. I don't think there's a proper English way to pronounce it. It's pretty. Will you bring back the Weeks or the A6 back covers? I think that was at you. Yeah, and that goes back to what Michael said earlier about, you know, the more that people support us, the more that we'll have the cash to put into things like that, because it's all a little cash flow thing. And being that, you know, I think I can say this, but, you know, like Michael said earlier, that shipping's costing us an absolute fortune this year. So that has eaten away at us being able to do special releases and things like that. Because we're trying desperately to keep the price of our subscription box low, even though we've had several price increases and shipping increases, because we know that we're not the only ones who have had a rough year with COVID. Yeah, nothing's showing sold out yet, but it's the notepads are getting very close. You two are so stinking cute. Thank you. I have a Hobo A6 and love my sunflower one. Yeah, the sunflower ones have always been beautiful. I love the sunflower ones. So it was really easy to sort of add that into the crafty kit this month, because I feel like sunflowers are just those flowers that make everybody, well, most people anyway, feel happy. Okay, this has been a really long live, and if I don't jump off soon, my stomach's going to start making weird noises again. So, last calls for questions. Do you know how many weeks before you can share about the next melody? Well, I guess Michael dropped some bombs about that earlier today and stole my thunder. Can you feel this?
Fa la 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 la.
So there's your hints on the next melody. Yeah, but we can't say exactly when, because it depends on ship times. It depends on customs, because we've had stuff get held up in customs before.
Nice.
But yeah, did you hear that groaning? But it is in not only, you know, it's in our best interest that we release it soon. So literally, as soon as we get the stock, we want that out the door. I would love a new kit inspired by Wild and Free. I'd love to see more beautiful animals in your artwork. Yes, us too. So on that, I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but I will say that seems like a really good theme for early next year. That look, and he's enjoying every second of it. He really is. Okay, he did say 3 weeks, but I'm hoping it's sooner than that, because we want to get them out the door sooner. No pressure, Michael and Pack team. To be honest, well, now that he's said it, I'm going to say this. you're not going to want to miss out on this because this will work for every fa la 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 from now until forever, because it is that gorgeous. It's a must-have. Anyway, have you been able to convince him on an Aussie themed kit? They're asking you, they know you're in the room now. The only way they're going to stop asking questions is for you to head out or for me to close off, which I'm about to close off. So, have I been able to convince you on an Aussie themed kit? Come back in here. No! What?
You got to close.
What?
You got to close off.
What?
So just close off.
No, not if you're going to do that.
You ready to close?
No.
You ready to close?
Wait.
Bye.